Newsense. A bit about Fast&Up. It's a Swiss nutrition brand that was launched amidst the pristine Swiss Alps to introduce innovation in sports nutrition. Used across the globe, Fast&Up, with its diverse range of supplemental nutrition products, is a brand of choice for many amateur and professional sports people, as well as everyday people seeking to fulfill their daily nutritional needs. So Guide Runners India, as most of you know, was initiated as a year-long training program for visually impaired in Bangalore and has now grown into a large pool of trained volunteer guides from corporates and running communities from across several cities, naming a few: Bangalore, Mumbai, Pune, Hyderabad, Delhi, Ahmedabad, Aurangabad, Kolkata, Chennai, and spreading its roots across several cities in India. Now, this team has it supports an average of 200 to 300 visually impaired per city, with active participation from around 1,000 visually impaired across India, of which many are national and international level athletes. The focus of Guide Runners India since its inception has been to empower the visually impaired in their sporting journey and well-being during emergency situations such as COVID. Over the years, several athletes have shown promise in achieving exceptional success in their sport. However, most of them, due to lack of resources, they're not able to pursue lack of financial resources. They're not able to pursue their training, and they have gear and nutritional needs which go unfulfilled. And so, Guide Runners India has launched the Performance VI Guide Squad for the visually impaired athletes and their guides who are training to perform at recognized sports events. And I have been closely using the Fast&Up products for my performance races, and happy that the team has enthusiastically agreed to collaborate with the Performance VI Guide Squad of Guide Runners India. Thank you, Fast&Up, for this collaboration. And today we have a very insightful session on the role of nutrition and hydration in sporting performance with Ms. Keertana Ramu from the Fast&Up team. She's a professional nutritionist and a founder of Nutrition Newsense based in Bengaluru. Over to you, Keertana. And my first question to you would be, why is it important for an athlete to perform to ensure optimum nutrition?
Thank you, Bhumika. Thank you for that. Good morning, everybody. This is Keertana Ramu. I have a nutrition clinic here in Bangalore called Nutrition Newsense. I have been working in this field for about 7 years and working with Fast&Up from 2017. Really excited to do this, and I'm looking forward to a great session. And I think, Bhumika, whatever questions are there, Q&A is going to be at the end of it from everybody else, right?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So the first question and the first introduction also, which kind of everything collides together, would be, why is it important for any athlete to ensure optimum nutrition? One small thing to understand would be an athlete and a layman. A layman has a different kind of activity and an athlete has a different kind of activity. So athletes train for at least 3 hours in a day, minimum of 3 hours, somewhere in a minimum of 2 to 3 hours, and sometimes more than that as well. And sometimes there are more than one sessions. Sometimes there are more than one training session. There's a fitness session in the morning. There is a training session in the evening. So when a layman does not.
Everyone. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, 1 second. Yeah. So a layman does not require that the amount of nutrition an athlete requires. That's the simple difference everybody should be able to understand. I think an athlete requires more amount of nutrition, more amount of hydration, more amount of nutrition intervention because of the increased amount of activity they do in a day, and day in and day out. You need to do the same thing the next day. So you should fuel yourself for today's session, be able to recover well, and get back to going back to training to the next day as well, and do the same kind of routine. So the routine is there, and just like how you practice for your sport and for fitness and everything, nutrition has to be practiced every day as well. It's as simple as that. Nutrition also plays a key role because the required amount of fuel that you need to help you get through a physical activity. It can be anything, even if you're not training, it can be any activity that requires a lot of your physical strength. It has to be fueled. You are going to sweat, you are going to lose energy, your muscles are being active. So for all of this, nutrition intervention is optimal nutrition is extremely important. And to be able to get this via food and supplements is a science, and to be able to do it the right way is also extremely important. So if you underdo it, then you're underperforming. If you're overdoing it, then your body will start showing it. You're getting fatigued, you're getting lethargic, you're hitting blocks, and your weight is going up and down. There are a lot of other lifestyle issues involved in that as well when you overdo it. So there has to be a proper balance for activity and optimum nutrition as well.
Yeah, could you also shed some light on the importance of adequate hydration?
Yeah, so again, like I was talking, hydration is extremely important, because when you're doing any kind of activity, you're sweating, right? Even if you climb the stairs, like if you don't take the lift and you climb 3 flights of stairs, there's a small amount of sweat. And when you do that into 10 times or into 100 times intensity, or the bout of exercise activity being much higher, then you need to get back the salts that you've lost via sweat. When you sweat, your sweat is always salty when you taste it. What is that? So you're losing a lot of electrolytes, you're losing a lot of salts, you're losing a lot of micronutrients while sweating. So hydration is extremely important to get all of that back. And hydration is not always just water, especially for athletes. It's not just water. It has to be a lot of salts, the correct amount of sugar, the correct amount of nutrients that's involved. And Fast&Up has something for that called reload. I mean, I think I've been doing this for about 7 years, and I haven't seen anything as good as reload that's there in the market right now. There was glucose, which has high amount of sugar. There is a lot of other brands which has similar thing, but the basic ones, over the counter stuff that we get, like glucose, ORS, all of this have a high amount of sugar. And ORS is for patient, it's for hospital medical use, for somebody who's lost your consciousness, somebody who's fainted, somebody who wants immediate amount of sugar, immediate amount of energy to get back consciousness. They use ORS or they use glucose. I mean, for an athlete, if you do so much of sugar while in activity, there is a sudden spike of sugar and there is a sudden drop of sugar, which will lead to fatigue. So there is a play of blood sugar levels going up and down when you do, drinks that are high in sugar, or drinks that don't have anything, which is just plain water. So the condition in plain water is also called hyponatremia. Whereas you just keep doing plain water, you're already sweating or losing a lot of salt. And while just doing plain water, you're also diluting your body with a lot more salt. So you need to have the correct amount of salts and sugar and nutrients as well, electrolytes as well, in your hydration.
So this is the reload that you mentioned about.
Yes.
Yeah, it looks like a tube, and it's a tube format always, right?
Yeah.
So those who have not seen it.
So it's easy for anybody to carry it. It comes in a tube format. It has tablets in them. It has dissolvable tablets. You don't even have to mix them. You just have to drop them in your water bottle. It gets dissolved by itself, and all you have to do is have it during your workout. So it's extremely important to make sure to do during workout hydration, before the workout hydration, and post workout hydration. Rehydration it's called pre-hydration, during the hydration, and rehydration. So these three are extremely important for any kind of athlete to have the correct amount of energy to get through your workout. And hydration is another key important thing, because while doing an activity, you can't generally eat a food item, or you can't eat and get energy, right? So for water, and anything that's dissolved in water is your quickest way to get immediate nutrition and good nutrition during your workout.
So how long before your workout should you dissolve the tablet into the water?
So you can start just as you start your workout as well, or you can start half an hour before, 15 to 30 minutes before your workout as well, and take small sips. You don't gulp down a lot of water just before your workout, because if you do too much water, you'll feel heavy as well, right? So you take small sips 15 to 30 minutes before your workout, And while working out, as and when your body requires and when your body asks for water and when you're losing energy, you try to do it. Technically, I think about 500 ml for about 30 to 45 minutes of workout is what's required. Normal hydration for general people. Again, it will vary from individual to individual, but to give you a ballpark figure, it would be 500 ml for about 30 to 45 minutes of intense activity.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you also shed some light on the nutritional sufficiency? How do we ensure that on a regular basis?
So on a regular basis, like I said in the first question, nutrition has to be practiced. So I think everybody knows that you don't try anything new on the competition day, right? So you can't go about on the competition day and say, I will do everything right on the competition day and make sure that I will do on the race day or I'll be at my optimum levels. No, it does not work like that. Just like how you're training for a marathon for over a period of time, you're doing 5K, 10K, then you slowly go up and then you reach the full marathon. That's exactly how you do for nutrition as well. You do the right amount of nutrition throughout the duration, like at least 3 months before your your race, your big day, or whatever you're doing it for. At least 3 months before, you do correct amount of nutrition. You do good carbohydrates, you do good protein, you do good fats, extremely important, micronutrients, antioxidants. There's a list of things which I will go over a period of time as well during this session also. But to ensure a nutritional sufficiency would be to practice it every day. You can't expect to do it 1 week before, 2 weeks before, or the day before, or even 1 month before. You're not going to see enough results. You have to give your body time to adapt to the new kind, to the good nutrition that you're giving to it. You have to do it day in and day out. So nutrition has to be practiced every day to get, the required sufficiency on a regular basis.
What are the basic principles to follow with respect to nutrition and hydration while you're training for an event like a marathon, triathlons, and during
Uh,
the event?
Yeah, so for an event, like how I just discussed, for an event, you start prepping 3 months before and you do the correct amount of good carbohydrates that's going through your system. So first thing would be what's good carbohydrates, what's bad carbohydrate. Anything that's processed, anything that's coming processed to you from the store has high amounts of sugar, high amounts of salt, and high amount of refined carbohydrate. That is, it's getting absorbed really fast in your body, and basically it does not have the nutritional it does not have optimum nutrition levels in that product. So what is good carbohydrates are your grains and things that are slow in, like vegetables and fruits and your grains. These are all good kind of carbohydrates which the body will take enough time to digest, assimilate, and absorb the nutrients. Refined is something that's already done. All of this is done and it's completely refined, and all the body has to do is just absorb it, and there's no nutritional content in them. So this, over a period of time, I think the basic principles to be followed is to do good carbohydrates, give your body good amount of protein for every meal, not just post the workout, not just post the training. Every meal requires good amount of protein, and fats are equally important because athletes, especially for an event or something, you're training day in and day out and you're burning out your energy throughout the duration of your training as well. So good amount of good fats is extremely important. And I think hydration, practicing hydration before, during, after, and making sure if you're an athlete without any training or anything, you should be doing a minimum of 3 liters in a day, and plus whatever you're 3 liters of water in a day. And during your activity, you're doing a lot of sports drinks, you're doing a lot of fast and up reloads, and that will add to another liter or a liter and a half. But without all of this, on an everyday basis, anybody should be doing a minimum of 3 liters of water. So I think the basic principles
So
would
we are
be
talking about 3 liters of plain water, and not we
plain
don't
water.
include any fruit juices or any other uh, things that we had like an
All of
energy
that
drink.
should be addition to your 3 liters, 3 and
Okay.
plus. So anybody, for good working of your body, see, the basic idea is the more water you drink, the more you urinate, and the more toxins are getting out from the body. That's your body's natural way of detoxifying, right? You do not need a detox diet. You do not need a detox tea or detox products to make your body do that. If you're doing on an average of 3 liters every day, the body is naturally detoxifying itself on an everyday basis, which is extremely important being an athlete, because there's a lot of muscle wastage that's happening. There's a lot of oxidative stress that's happening. There's a lot of muscle stress that's happening when you're training day in and day out for an event. So when the body is able to detoxify itself and remove the toxins by itself on an everyday basis, that's keeping your body in optimal health for the event. So there will be lower infections, there'll be lower flus, there'll be lower colds, lower coughs, lower fevers, and etc. if you just do hydration. Hydration is extremely underrated for a lot of things as well.
So during these times of COVID, when outdoor activity volume has reduced significantly, particularly visually impaired athletes, they have reduced a lot of their workouts and doing just the home workouts. So what are the measures that can help ensure nutritional sufficiency for them?
The first thing I would say is, if for anybody during the pandemic, would be to eat well, to eat right. Firstly, to keep yourself healthy from the pandemic. And if you're an athlete who's in the pandemic and doing home workouts, or the basic ideas that you have to understand would be to stay active. Extremely important, because a lot of our lifestyle is a lot of staying at home because of the lockdowns and everything, and not able to go out because of the pandemic and everything. To stay active, and also to remember to hydrate, because when you're at home and you're not doing anything, you don't want to drink that much water than usual. Only when you're out and you're tired, you're drinking water. Again, the temperatures also will vary. Some places are colder, some places are hotter. But regardless of what season you are at, what your activity levels are, what you're doing, hydration is extremely important for the reason I told before, that the body is detoxifies itself, and it needs water to do that. So to be able to do this, you need to give yourselves good amount of hydration. And like I mentioned in principles of workout, the basic principles for optimum nutrition would be to eat right, practice. I know it's very generic, and this is the most cliche thing anybody can tell you, but it's very underrated to be eating right every day. Now that we have the chance, lifestyles lot slow down, we are at home, you're doing home cooked meals. So give yourselves protein every meal of the day, just not just lunch or dinner. Even for breakfast, proteins are extremely important. It can be just adding 2 egg whites, or it can be adding just a bowl of sprouts if you're a vegetarian, or it can be adding a small cup of curd if you're a vegetarian, for breakfast or something like that. And that will just elevate the nutrition quality of your meal. So giving protein for all the 3 meals is extremely important for an athlete. And the next thing, like I said, I think the next thing I was talking about would be to stay active, move, do basic workouts, do basic training sessions at home. And by doing this, you're giving your body enough amount of movement so that it's able to digest the food that you're eating. So again, you have to go a little bit of calorie deficit when you are at home, and when you're not doing too much activity. Your body does not need that much calorie that it was requiring before, when you were going out and doing 2-hour sessions, 3-hour sessions, doing your long runs, doing your big runs and stuff like that. Your body does not require that much energy right now. So you have to watch yourself and watch how much you're eating as well, so that the body is not reaching to a level of overweight or a little high in weight. And that will all start showing up when you go back to your field and start doing your sessions. I mean, you wouldn't want that, right? So I think slowly staying active and eating right, and going calorie deficit during the pandemic is extremely important.
Any specific measures that can help protect during with the immunity in these times? What are some of the nutrients?
So the first thing that would be antioxidants, like, not just one vitamin or mineral, antioxidants. On the whole, that's all your fresh fruits and fresh vegetables, your greens, a lot of vitamin C's, that's your oranges, your musambis, your fresh limes, lemons, broccoli, greens. All of this has amazing amount of vitamin C, and including them on an everyday basis in your nutrition is extremely important to keep yourself, keep your antibodies active and be able to fight the virus. It's not just COVID. I think right now, where I am at in Bangalore, there's a lot of flu around in the air, not just corona. It's a lot of other flu that's there as well, because of the dip in temperatures. And I think this is the season where a lot of people just get colds and coughs and basic fevers. And if you're eating right day in and day out, like including 2 fruits in a day, making sure that there is greens 4 times in a week, and doing broccoli at least twice a day because of the amount of vitamin C that has. And stuff like that is going to actually elevate and give you optimal nutrition levels, and you keep your body healthy over a period of time. And I think these are the small things and basic principles that you have to incorporate to keep your body healthy.
Are there any additional needs or measures to ensure nutritional sufficiency for visually impaired athletes, like pre and post training?
I just like to go back to the previous thing that we were talking about, the nutrients that's required for to keep yourself active or healthy during pandemic would be to include a lot of vitamin C, like I said. And everybody knows you need to include vitamin C, you need to include zinc, you need to keep your lungs healthy and everything. And Fast&Up has a lot of these need of the hour products that they've come up with. I think if you've used Fast&Up before, there's a charge that's there which will really help in that will really help in giving your body enough amount of
the yellow color one.
That's the Fast&Up. And also I think the basic things, everybody doing a lot of kashayas or kadas and home
kashaya and kada, yes.
Yeah. So turmeric is another big thing which helps in with help. It's an antibacterial, antiviral and everything. And fast. Hello?
Yeah, now it's fine.
Yeah. So Fast&Up has something called curcumin, which is turmeric, which helps in helps in giving you optimal levels. So these are the small things that you have to incorporate to give you optimal nutrition. See, if it wasn't for the pandemic, we don't need such high amounts of this. But right now we have to keep our bodies at optimal levels. So these products, supplements, are not something that will give you side effects or something that's not required. Adding a lot of chemicals to your body. It's not that. Supplements, the definition of supplement is in addition to with food. Supplement means in addition to. Like how important natural food is, there are certain supplements that are equally important for us as well, especially for athletes, because you need more than required than a layman. So if somebody at home is not working out same as you can't be eating the same thing what the person is eating, because they're not physically as active as you are. So you need extra nutrition, you need extra help, and that's why supplements come. And especially sports athletes have to broaden their spectrum, have to broaden their thing, and come out of this myth that supplements are bad for you, you're putting a lot of chemicals into your body. No, all of this are curated for a reason, and Fast&Up's doing a great job. They're certified. They're reaching the correct kind of audience, and a lot of my clients that I work with are extremely happy with Fast&Up. So and the best part about them is they're coming out with need of the hour supplements. I think I have one here which is called N-acetyl, which is for respiratory and lung health. This has been a great savior for my parents because they were COVID positive in August. So this has really helped us to keep their lung healthy. And they have something called Tulsi. They have all of the products that they're coming up with, which is really great. And I think you should really check out the website. And if there are any supplement specific questions with Fast&Up, I will take at the end of the session as well. Bhumika, I think the next question we could go with what
about the products is what I think if you could tell about each of the names of the products that the athlete could take pre-workout.
Yeah, so I think an athlete could start off with a BCAA. It's a good way to start branch chain amino acids. You take that first thing in the morning. It's a pre-workout. It can be a during workout as well. But this will help in basically getting the body ready for a workout. And when you're doing a workout and there's a lot of muscle breakdown that's happening, to put in very simple terms, BCAA will help in retaining those muscles, right? And extremely important for an athlete would be to retain your muscles. So that would be branch chain amino acids, and Fast&Up has that. It comes in a powder form. You take a small scoop of it with a glass of water first thing in the morning. And then you do during your workout, you do reload as and when you require. So one tablet can be diluted in 250 ml of water. So if you're doing an easy 45 minutes to an hour of workout, then you can do 2 tablets easy. And people and then kids from 8
years. That's the BCAA that she's talking about, Keertana.
Yeah. Yeah.
This has to be taken only during the workout, right?
Yes. Or whatever I'm talking about is for the workouts right now. And reload. And also reload can be taken just like that when you're feeling tired, when the temperature's super high around you and stuff like that as well. Reload is something that you can take during a workout and without that as well. And reload is like I was saying, 1 tablet in 250 ml of water. So 2 tablets in 500 ml of water should be comfortable for anybody who's doing a 35 to somewhere around 45 to 1 hour duration of workout.
So what would be the intensity of the workout that when we start taking these?
So it'll depend from the person to person. For somebody, just like 30 minutes can be tiring. So you take it as and when the body, you understand the way the body requires hydration, and you do it as and when you require. But I would say if you're doing somewhere around 45 minutes of workout, reload is going to be really helpful for you as well. Like, just a basic 45 minutes workout, 2 tablets of reload should be good to go. There's no harm in taking good amount of nutrients in this thing. So there's no side effects that's going to happen. Yes, somebody's asking, is it okay to take every day? It's absolutely okay to take every day. No issues at all. And if you take it every day, your body will get acclimatized and get used to it. And then it won't be like a different thing when you do it on the competition or the race day, right? So you have to train your body by taking these supplements as well on an everyday basis. If you're working out every day, then it's perfectly normal to take it every day. And next thing would be post your workout. Like I was mentioning, give protein to every meal of the day. And it's extremely important to take protein post your workout as well. And the first thing that you should be taking post your workout would be protein. And Fast&Up has a vegan protein, which has a great composition of, which is easier on the stomach, and it does not have any dairy in it. It's gluten-free, and it's the composition is great for somebody who has a sensitive stomach and for somebody who's looking for the right amount of required amount of protein that you need. A lot of other proteins have a lot of other dairy stuff in it, which can cause a little bit of stomach discomfort. But I think Fast&Up's plant protein is a great way to incorporate post your workout. Okay, if you're doing only about 30 to 45 minutes of workout, half a scoop can do. If you're doing more than an hour or so, then you can do 1 full scoop. Depending on the intensity of your workout, it has to be individualistic. It can't be a generalized term. If you're just doing a smaller duration, take half a scoop post your workout. If you're doing more than an hour or so, then you can comfortably do 1 scoop. One very important thing to remember is don't dilute your protein powders with too much of water. If you're doing half a scoop, just 150 ml of water is required. And if you're doing 1 scoop, then 200 to 250, 1 glass of water is all that you require. If you dilute your protein too much, then there's no, all the effects are going, when your body takes it, it's completely diluted, then it is not doing the exact work that it needs to do post a workout. So always remember to not over dilute your protein powders post your workout. I think these are the 3 basic things that you should really incorporate into a basic workout for an athlete. These are the required things. There are a lot of other products that's there to keep.
How about we dilute the whey protein along with the recovery drink, and then put it in the milkshake? I have seen people doing that.
So I
there is a banana milkshake, and you put the protein, and then you also.
I have seen that as well. That's why I'm specifying so much that don't dilute your proteins. It needs to do the work it needs to do. Don't just, if you're doing a banana milkshake with protein, just do it like for a breakfast smoothie or an evening snack or something like that. But the post-workout protein that you're taking, don't over dilute them with a lot of water or a lot of recovery drink or anything like that. Make sure to do the correct amount of water for the protein. It has to be thick. That's what it is. And you take it in a window of 15 to 30 minutes post your workout. It's extremely important to do that as well.
So how do we space out the breakfast after this? That the breakfast has protein of moong dal, chila, and sprouts. So that may cover my protein. So I will reduce the quantity of my protein powder.
Yeah, you could do that as well. So if you're doing breakfast immediately after your run, then do half a scoop of your plant protein, and then in a span of half an hour you can have breakfast, which is again protein rich. Your moong dal, chilas, your idlis, your dosas, all of that has good amount of protein as well, and it's fermented and it's good for your body as well. So all of that you can do in a gap of half an hour to 45 minutes. No issues at all. So if you're doing a protein rich breakfast, make sure to reduce your protein post your workout. That's a very good way to do it.
Okay, also about the weight management, particularly with the visually impaired athletes who are born visually impaired from their birth, like 100% blind, and they are not able to judge the body structure if they, they can't judge whether in
Yeah.
comparison to others how they are doing. So, what kind of caution that they can do that,
So
for
I
their
think
own weight?
the support group should be very conscious about this. You have to check the weight according to the height. There is a lot of tables online. WHO's, for this amount of, for this weight, for this height, this weight is required, and everything like that. So the support group also should be very watchful of this, and communication is the key. When the athlete, a visually impaired athlete, you need to communicate with them extremely importantly, and ask them, like, I think I will, after the session, I'm going to be sending you across a checklist that you need to ask the athlete.
These pointers are especially for the guide runners who have joined the call.
Yeah. So you need to talk to them about how they're feeling during the workout, how they're feeling before the workout, how they're feeling after the workout. And these are your small things that you should notice to understand what the body requires. Because since they can't see, they can't judge what is going on, you need to be, even a lot of athletes, even if they're leaner or the correct weight for their height, they might be weak inside the body. They might be having a lot of fat percentage, lesser muscle percentage, etc. So you need to communicate with the athlete, asking what they're feeling and how they're feeling, and also see how fast they're feeling tired, how fast the body is reaching fatigue levels, etc. So you need to be extremely conscious about these small things. Communication is extremely important with the visually impaired athletes, and also how the performance, if they're not increasing in their performance levels, if they're not able to do, for example, let's take a gym session, if they're not able to do the minimum amount of reps in particular exercise, probably let's say they're doing only 5 reps over a period of time. Over a period of time, the 5 reps should go up to 10 reps. And if they're not able to do that, that means they are nutritionally inadequate to go there. You need to give them good nutrition, train them better, so that they're slowly going from 5 reps to 10 reps. This is just a small example. So these are the small things I think the support runners should be very careful about, and also communicate with the athletes constantly to understand how the body is utilizing energy, utilizing a lot of other things for the activity.
So one point I wanted to mention that many of these athletes being from the underprivileged background, they may not have the complete nutrient spread in their meal. But if these athletes are supported with supplements in addition to the basic food that they are eating, would that be okay? Because they may
Yes.
not be able to cover through their basic items that the meals that they are eating.
Yes, absolutely. So this is where the supplements play a key role for them, and this will. I'm sorry. This is where that will give them the required push, the required edge that they need for the activity and for the thing. So again, and also basic nutrition also will just increasing the quality of the nutrition, not just quantity. The quality of the food you're eating also will play a key role along with the supplements as well, which can fall within your budget. The basic things, the lot of household things that we forget and which are healthy, also can be incorporated to elevate your nutritional levels as well.
Okay, that's very helpful. So I'm done with the set of questions. So I would pass on to the audience who have joined for the questions. We have Mr. Amarjit Singh Chawla ji from Mumbai. He's the ultra marathoner.
Okay.
And his mileage is very high. Amarjit sir, आपको कोई सवाल है पूछने के लिए?
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Amarjit.
See, since I'm not exactly a ultra marathoner,
okay.
I do it thrice or 4 times in a year. But the regular runs I do is half marathons. But during this pandemic, I have been doing 10 kilometers daily.
Okay, that's good.
हाँ जी, तो उसके बीच में फिर ऐसा भी है कि मैं 25 किलोमीटर भी कर रहा हूँ Saturdays को.
Okay.
I do 25 kilometers every Saturday, and in the weekdays I do 10 kilometers.
Okay.
So I wanted to know what should be the criteria of taking the supplements.
Sir, I think on the day of your 25 kilometers is what you require maximum help with would be, because I 10 kilometers, I'm sure it's extremely comfortable for you, right?
Yeah.
Just a point to mention about Amarjit Sirji, that he's completely been on natural foods and not taken any energy drinks as such so far.
Oh, nice. All right. Like I was saying, I think you are extremely comfortable with the 10 kilometers. So I think basic hydration, a good pre-workout, like a couple of hours or 1 hour before, a good pre-workout snack, and immediately after your run, taking protein, in a powder form or natural food is extremely important for you. But I think on the day of your 25 kilometers is where you have to like train yourself to hydrate more and hydrate the correct way, not just with plain water, like I've mentioned throughout the session. A lot of good salts, a lot of good electrolytes that's extremely required. I mean, even if you're comfortable doing 25 kilometers, you can reduce your timings better. You can feel a lot better at the end of your 25 kilometers. So this is how you train your body and push that edge and be able to perform better. That's all. I'm sure 25 kilometers also is comfortable for you, but just to get that extra edge is where you have to hydrate perfectly or learn to practice hydration over a period of time for your 25 kilometers as well.
He has also done Mumbai to
one more thing I wanted to ask you.
Yes,
on 22nd of this month, I am going to run 51 kilometers.
Okay.
In one go. So what should be the dietary thing for that day?
I mean, on that day, you can't like do anything new. So you have to practice over a period of time. You can do Fast&Up gels if you want on the day of your 51 kilometers. I don't know if you've done the gels before, but if you haven't done, you can try it.
So these are the gels. So your daughter can have a look at this and others.
Okay.
Quick energy, required amount of energy, does not dehydrate you, there's not a spike in sugar too much, required perfect amount of energy. Sir, I would say you can try this in one of your 25 kilometers on this weekend or something, and then probably use it for your 51 kilometers on this month end. I wouldn't suggest trying it on the day of the run at all. I would suggest you do couple of times this weekend, next weekend, do it a couple of times before your actual run, and even only if you're comfortable doing it, because each body will respond differently for everything. There's no generalized term. So during your activity, please see how the body is responding for these gels, and then probably you can incorporate them for your 51 kilometers.
Okay, thank you.
Most welcome, sir, and all the best for your run.
Thank you.
Hey, hi, Keertana, Pooja here. So
Hi,
just a quick, check. You said that we can also use this water before the run we start, right? It's not only at the time of run. Okay.
Yes.
And the supplements which you're talking, what kind of supplements? Is it like the medicine kind of things or?
No, Pooja. So Fast&Up is a curated sports nutrition company which makes supplements for sports, right? For all kinds of sports, any physical activity. So it's nothing to do with medications. They are certified from the from the choice as well, because these are they are certified from the international this thing as well, so that it's safe for people, for athletes to consume. So it's not to do with medicine. You don't need a doctor's prescription to get these supplements. You just have to do, you can talk to your nutritionist, talk to your coaches, get the right kind of help to understand what kind of supplements you require for your physical activity.
Yeah, because from like 2 years, I'm using this only at the time of runs whenever I go. So I was not aware of there are so many other products. Which
There's many others. If you look at the website, they're coming out with products, and there are a lot more coming in line as well. And I have been associated with them. I worked with them for 1 year. So I know how the company works, and I can vouch for the authenticity of it. But right now I'm still tied up with them, and they're coming out with great products. You should really check out. They have a lot of wellness products as well. Like they have multivitamins, which is extremely important for everybody. I think that's something I forgot to mention. Multivitamin is something that every athlete requires, because day in and day out, you're working out, you're burning out, and to get these minimal nutrients via food sometimes can get missed out, or sometimes can get difficult. And like how Bhumika mentioned earlier, a lot of these athletes, they can't probably afford. So for them, multivitamins play a key role in incorporating in an everyday this thing. I think Bhumika
that again is a tube.
Yes, every tube or a powder, it's extremely easy to carry, and very convenient. And this just goes into your sleeve or your pocket or anywhere, and you just have to pop one.
I have seen the packs. It's very easy to carry. So.
Yes. And one thing about multivitamin would be it's preferable post a meal, and it's best before post a breakfast, and if you forget post lunch, because it has a lot of B vitamins. It kind of gives your body that extra energy as well, a small amount of it. So if you take it post dinner, the body is getting ready to shut down. So I wouldn't suggest taking a multivitamin post your dinner. It's better if you take it post your breakfast or post your lunch.
Got it. One last question.
Please.
These products are not available easily because see, I have recommended this to many people, but we don't get it easily. So we have to order from Amazon or something, right? So can you just suggest, is there in a store or something where we can get this?
Where are you from, Pooja?
I'm Bangalore.
Bangalore. There are a lot of stores.
Oh, it's easily available, Pooja.
Yeah.
No, but
Apollo pharmacies.
It's not in the stores like that. I guess you go to their website and you just order. It comes very quick.
Sure. I will check.
It comes very quick. Even physical stores, a lot of supplement stores have, and a lot of Apollo pharmacies also have. All the Apollo pharmacies in Bangalore have Fast&Up products right now.
In fact, we have a discount code for our team, which I have floated out several times. I think some people missed it.
Sure.
Yeah, and website is the best, Pooja, and they give it. They give it super fast.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah.
Hi.
So we have Niket.
Sorry. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, Uma. Go ahead.
Okay. Hi, Keertana. It was a
very
good session.
Good morning.
I just want to know, since I'm a diabetic, like almost 20 years.
Okay.
So what is the sugar content in this? Is this glucose? Is it dextrose? What is it contained?
So, ma'am, so the sugar that's in Reload and everything, your basic workout supplements are diabetic friendly as well. So you can comfortably, a lot of them are diabetic who take this. So they've kept that in mind. And so like I mentioned, there's not a immediate spike in sugar, which will probably give you this thing. It does not do that. So it's diabetic friendly, and diabetics also can take these supplements.
So can we have this like as a standby for hypoglycemia also? Since I live alone, a couple of times I did get hypoglycemia, and then
yes, absolutely. It does help. It does help with that as well.
Okay. Good. Thank you.
No problem.
Hello, Keertana ma'am. This is Niket.
Hi, Niket.
मेरा एक क्वेश्चन था. नेक्स्ट मंथ मैं एक साइकिलिंग का सेशन है मेरा, जिसके अंदर मुझको 200, 300, 400 एंड 600 ये सारा 5 डेज में करना है. तो जब मैं 200 फिनिश करता हूँ तो बॉडी पेन और ऑल दोस थिंग होता है. तो फास्ट रिकवरी के लिए आप कौन सा सजेस्ट करेंगी? फास्ट अप क्या फास्ट रिकवरी कैसे होगा?
Called this thing magnesium in again it comes in the tube form as well. I think Bhumika has that as well. So if you could show it, it's a little darker in color tube.
Yeah.
It's a black or a brown or whatever you call it.
One.
So these magnesium and zinc is extremely good for your recovery, especially when you're doing long durations like this. BCAA again will really help. You can mix the BCAA in your drink while doing the runs as well with your Reload and BCAA. All the products can be mixed, by the way. So there's nothing like you can't mix these two products. You can mix BCAA with your Reload and keep drinking during your sessions. And post, whenever you feel like there's a lot of body aches and everything, or the end of the day, take two magnesiums before going to bed, and that will really help you to get prepped for your next days as well.
In long distance cycling, तो कितना quantity BCAA हम ले सकते हैं in a day?
You can do 3 scoops a day, Niket.
Time period कितना होगा? Means every 3 hours, every 4 hours, or
I would say do it every 4 hours, not 3 hours, because I'm sure you're a lot more, you've been doing this for a period of time. So I would say do every 4 hours, and that will give you good results.
Niket is the Ironman. He's a visually impaired Ironman.
Nice.
Ironman.
Nice.
And he's preparing for the full Ironman next year.
Oh, that's very nice.
Hello.
Niket, और कोई सवाल है आपका?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
So for him, you are saying the recover recover, and magnesia would help for the
Yes, absolutely.
body pain. Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Questions? Darshan Kamble है मुंबई से. He is a very fast runner. Darshan, आपको कुछ पूछना है? Khoda ji from Ahmedabad. आपको सवाल पूछना है कुछ?
गुड मॉर्निंग मैम.
Good morning.
मैम मेरा ये सवाल था कि ना मैं अभी 400 मीटर की ट्रेनिंग कर रहा हूँ अभी.
Okay.
तो क्योंकि अभी तो मैं अभी तो कोई प्रोटीन से.
I'm sorry. आपका क्वेश्चन मुझे सुनाई नहीं दे रहा है.
हेलो.
हेलो.
सुनाई दे रहा है.
हाँ मैम मैं अभी है ना 400 मीटर की ट्रेनिंग कर रहा हूँ अभी अहमदाबाद में. तो मैम जो इसमें मैम कौन सा ऐसे क्या बोल प्रोटीन ऐसे लेना पड़.
प्लांट प्रोटीन है. फास्ट एंड अप में एक प्लांट प्रोटीन है. तो आप वो ले सकते हो. हेलो, आपको कैन यू हियर मी?
Yeah, he is using muscle plays right now, and he's a 400 meters fast athlete.
Okay.
Short distance, yeah.
Okay. My Hindi is not that great, but I will still try.
Yeah, that's fine.
तो प्लांट प्रोटीन है फास्ट एंड अप का, जो आप वर्कआउट के बाद वो आप डेली इनकॉर्पोरेट कर सकते हो, जो आपको बहुत हेल्प करता है.
ओके मैम.
ओके. आप मसल ब्लेस से आप फास्ट एंड अप का प्लांट प्रोटीन ले सकते हो. उसका कंपोनेंट्स बहुत अच्छा है, जो आपको बहुत हेल्प करेगा.
ओके मैम, थैंक यू.
नो प्रॉब्लम.
दर्शन.
यस.
हाँ दर्शन, आप कोई सवाल पूछना है तो पूछिए. आप रनिंग के टाइम में कुछ भी इश्यूज है तो आप बता सकते हैं.
Hi Bhumika, Madhu here. Can I go ahead?
Yes, please go ahead.
Hi Madhu.
She's a badminton champion from Pune.
Hi Madhu, nice to meet you.
Yeah, same here, Keertana. Saying that you don't speak good Hindi, you were too good in that.
I tried. Just the grammar is very bad.
No, that was absolutely fine. So actually my question is, I have been a professional badminton player. Okay. So I think 5 years trying for the kids and all, finally I delivered twins.
Okay.
So for 5 years, I left my racket, yoga mat, exercise, everything.
Okay.
So thanks to Bhumika and guide runners, I kickstarted again. And from the last 4-5 months, I have been exercising.
Okay.
So in this case, I have never been on any supplements.
Okay.
Except the homemade food and the way that we get from churned milk and all.
Yes.
So,
okay.
So to kickstart, what would you recommend for me to start with?
I would recommend, I think basic would be reload. Madhu, anybody can take reload. So basic would be when you're doing your workouts, train yourselves to drink water with reload. That will really help in elevating or, pushing that workout level to the next level. And the second thing would be to include multivitamin, because suddenly your body is going through a lot of physical changes, right? Because after a long gap, and also after pregnancy and everything. So these nutrients, these everyday nutrients will really help. So I would say start off with the reload and start off with a multivitamin. I think protein can be, you can probably understand if your body is getting really fatigued and not able to recover better, then probably you can incorporate protein probably in the next 2 months or so. But always listen to your body and understand how the body is responding also. I think the basics I would start you off with would be a multivitamin and a reload.
Okay, super. Yeah, thank you so much. Thanks.
Most welcome. Good luck. Hello.
Ma'am, this is Shubham Singnath.
Hi Shubham, tell me.
Hi Shubham.
Ma'am, I'm an athlete of 100 meter and 200 meter. I am national player.
Okay.
Ma'am, my game is all about the speed and power.
Yes, Shubham.
100 meter all about the speed and power.
Yes.
And I need a more muscle mass for that thing.
Yes.
But I'm trying to bulking, ma'am, but it's not possible to me. I'm trying lot of supplements and all, mass gainers and all, whatnot, everything.
Okay, Shubham, I think more than mass gainers, you should concentrate a lot more on the workout, the kind of workouts you're doing. Maybe you should change a little bit of that for you to see good results. Even if mass gainers are not giving you results, means it's your nutrition is perfect. I think you should concentrate a lot more on the kind of workouts you're doing. So make sure whomever you're training with, or if you're training yourself, you're doing the right kind of workouts to bulk as well.
Yes, ma'am, I'm training myself also on track and also on gym,
Okay.
lifting heavy weights and all. But
okay, so you should see considerably. You should increase a lot of protein in your diet, because if you're bulking, then a lot of protein is required. Similarly, good amount of carbohydrates and fats also is required. Good carbohydrates, not the refined ones, but protein has to considerably go high, Shubham.
okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, and also concentrate on the kind of workouts you're doing. Maybe in the gym, probably get a little bit of professional help to understand what kind of workouts suit you for bulking.
Yes, ma'am.
शुभम, अभी कितना है आपका ट्रेनिंग? आप एक हफ्ते में कितने दिन ट्रेनिंग करते हो?
मैम मैं अभी वीकली मतलब 6 डे पूरा ट्रेन करता हूँ. मॉर्निंग में अपना एथलेटिक रन होता है पूरा, जो भी एथलेटिक ट्रेनिंग होती है, और इवनिंग में मेरा पूरा जिम का शेड्यूल होता है. Because I need to train my every muscle for 100 meter.
Very nice.
Okay,
Okay,
I'm already winning national in IPSA, ma'am.
Very nice. Congratulations.
Okay.
Congrats. और किसी को सवाल है? कुछ समझ में नहीं आया तो बाद में हिंदी में बता देंगे हम.
हेलो.
हेलो.
हाय अरुणा.
गुड मॉर्निंग मैम.
गुड मॉर्निंग.
मैं लॉन्ग रन करना मुझे बहुत पसंद है, बट मैं हमेशा देखती हूँ कि आफ्टर 18 किलोमीटर मुझे क्रैम्प्स आना शुरू होते हैं. तो उसके लिए मुझे क्या प्रिकॉशन लेना पड़ेगा, या जो भी है प्लीज मुझे एडवाइस करो.
I'm sorry, I didn't get your name though, but see, if it's cramping, then it's micronutrient deficiency. You have to increase a lot of green leafy vegetables in your plan. And I think that Fast&Up has something called Terra. It's a super greens powder that you do every day, first thing in the morning. That's these all their greens have been powdered into different kinds of greens are powdered into a product, and then you can have this first thing in the morning. Every day you can do that. And also increase a lot of green leafy vegetables in your diet also, ma'am. That will really help with cramping. And why I'm telling you with the supplement would be because certain greens are higher in certain things, but this has everything: the magnesium, zinc, potassium, everything that the muscles require, this thing for to not cramp is there in it, so that will really help. Along with that, I would also suggest a lot of green leafy vegetables in your plan will really help as well.
Should I suggest something?
Yes, please.
If you're having a cramp on the running time, so you need to understand your steps. When you're running, your steps are going wrong. That time you should having a cramps also.
Yeah, they say something that the foot should go flat or something like that, right?
That time you should having a cramps. You need to understand your running technique also. Nutrition helps you, but also you need to warm up yourself properly, stretch your body properly, and running time and your step technique. You need to improve your technique also, because it's not about just running. It's about technical running.
Yes, so Shubham is right. It is not just about nutrition. Yeah. If we have not trained for that particular distance or for that particular speed before, and we go for it, like very fast in a race, and we've never tried that speed before, even then the cramp comes. So there are various reasons. So we just have to narrow down on what is the reason why it comes. But keep yourself hydrated with the correct energy and nutrient mix. So I think
hydration is more important in long running also.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
One more question I have.
Yes, please.
I have that slip disc and spondylosis, these issues I have. I always मुझे हमेशा डर लगता है वो लेमन कंज्यूम करने के लिए, तो मुझे इसके बारे में थोड़ा सा गाइड करिए ना कि मैं लेमन कितना कंज्यूम कर सकती हूँ.
I'm sorry, what you want to consume, ma'am?
Lemon. She mentioned lemon.
Lemon. Okay. In context to slip.
अरुणा, कब लेते हैं आप लेमन? I think.
Ma'am, I didn't really understand the question.
Yeah,
Lemon
same,
in context.
Yeah. Aruna, can you repeat? आपने क्या बोला?
मुझे बोन्स के इश्यू है लाइक स्लिप डिस्क और स्पॉन्डिलिटिस.
ओके.
हाँ, तो मुझे हमेशा डर लगता है मैं लेमन कंज्यूम कर सकती हूँ या नहीं.
Slip disc and lemon, she is asking.
Yeah, I mean,
there a relationship?
No, there is not actually. I mean, I don't know why that's an issue. Madam, आप लेमन भी लेते हैं तो कितना लेते हो मैम?
कितना लेमन लेते हैं आप?
लेमन कंज्यूम नहीं करती हूँ, बट क्योंकि मुझे आइडिया नहीं है कि लेमन अगर मैं कंज्यूम करूँ तो मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि मेरे बोन्स पे इफेक्ट होगा, तो वो कितना सही है?
नो मैडम, वो तो बिल्कुल सही नहीं है. आपको I don't know from where have you got this information. That's absolutely not right. I mean, even if you're consuming lemon, it's going to be in minimal amounts, and it's going to be in lemon water, or you're adding it to food, or you're doing something, adding it to your chart or something like that. So lemon is absolutely safe. I mean, it has good amount of vitamin C. In fact, it's going to help you with a lot of muscle release and everything and stuff like that. So lemon, taking lemon for slip disc or any other thing that's related to your bones is not at all, there's no connection to it. So I think that information you've got is wrong. So you can comfortably take lemon for your condition. There's no relation to it.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
No problem.
I guess Sandhya is here. Sandhya, your son is into table tennis. Would you want to ask some questions on that?
Good morning, ma'am. This is Ashwin here.
Hi, Ashwin. Good morning.
Yeah, so I am a national level table tennis player, and I've played at the international level as well. So the thing is, I have recurring injury problems with my shoulder. I have tendinosis.
Okay.
It's chronic tendinosis. So it's something which I have to deal with over a period of time, that it's never going to completely go away. So what would you recommend for me in terms of what I should consider? Is BCAA the right one, or reload, or which one will you recommend for me? Before and after playing both, like before and after my training.
Ashwin, I got everything, but I didn't get what sport do you do? What sport
table
do you play?
tennis. I play table tennis.
Table tennis. Okay.
Yeah.
For your tendinitis and everything, protein is super important. First, let's talk natural foods. So protein, good quality protein is important, Ashwin. Even if you're a vegetarian or non-vegetarian, does not matter. Both has good amount of protein in all their foods. So make sure there is protein in every meal, and make sure there's protein post your workouts as well. When you come to supplements, you can do BCAA, a scoop of BCAA during your workout or before your workout, and reload as well. Both are suitable for your situation. And since it's table tennis, and again, it's a lot more of agility and speed and everything like that, BCAA will really help you with this also.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
No problem. All the best.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ashwin. Anybody else?
Yeah, hi, Keertana, Ritika here. I have one
Hi,
question.
Ritika. Yes,
Hi.
Ritika.
So actually, I have a 5 months-old baby. So before pregnancy, I used to work out and was very comfortable with that.
Okay.
Now I've started again recently, like from 15-20 days back, and I am finding it really hard even to walk because it was a C-section, and I'm finding like really difficult to go back to the same level. Even the walking has become a little challenging for me. Which products would you suggest, considering that my baby is like, still dependent and on me for her needs? So Yeah.
So,
suggest something.
I think right now only supplement I would suggest would be reload, because your baby is still breastfeeding, and I wouldn't suggest you do anything else. And also a super important thing to keep in mind would be take it extremely slow. Don't push your body, because your body has gone through a lot of different kind of physical, hormonal, emotional changes over the last 1.5 year, 9 months, and the 5 months of your baby as well. 1 year, 2 months, 3 months, and take it extremely slow. Don't push your body too much. Do minimal activity, hydrate well. Okay. Don't watch your, at least until you're exclusively breastfeeding your child, don't watch your calories. Please watch the quality of food you're eating and not the quantity. It's extremely important. The baby is completely dependent on you.
Yeah.
And I would say right now, just to reload, because that's how much workout you should be doing as well. You should not be doing anything more that you require more products right now at all. So super natural, and reload is the only thing I would suggest right now. And please, Ritika, please take it slow. You have a lot of time to make up for it later, but please take it slow.
Sure. Yeah. Thank you.
No problem.
Thanks, Ritika. Anybody has questions?
Hi, Keertana. Jaya here.
Hi, Jaya. Good morning.
Good afternoon. Keertana, I am not an athlete. I joined Bhumika's team and I started with running and yoga. But I've been noticed that whenever I go for a practice, I practice badminton. So I feel very low, and gradually I lose my weight as well. So when I consulted doctor, they're like, you're very low, your fat level is very low. So why do you want to burn the fat level? You need to reduce the workout or the sport which I'm into, which I'm interested in. So they gave me supplements for 3 months. Then my hemoglobin was also very low, which is normalized now. But I don't want to keep my foot back thinking that I'm very low on hemoglobin or not so energized. So what would you suggest?
Jaya, I think first thing would be get a complete blood test done, not just hemoglobin, an entire blood test done to understand where the body is at biochemistry wise, and to see what and all is, if you're losing energy and you're losing weight. I'm sure there's a lot of vitamin deficiency as well. You need to correct that also. So a basic blood test would be extremely would be suggested right now. And also you have to be physically active, whether you are lean, not lean, overweight, underweight, whatever you are. Physical activity is extremely important, so don't go back on that. I'm very happy that you're doing it. All I would say is maybe reduce the intensity of your workouts, right? Like the doctor said, stay active but reduce the intensity of the workout. Don't burn out too much. Maybe if you're doing an hour, just do 30 to 45 minutes, and that, you should be done to stay physically active. Eat well, eat a lot of good fats, Jaya, a lot of dry fruits and nuts. And to keep your hemoglobin levels, one tip would be a lot of pomegranate juice and pomegranate fruit as is. Lot of good fats, dry fruits and nuts, ghee every day, probably 2 teaspoons or 3 teaspoons in a day for you is perfectly, should be perfectly okay. Do a lot of organic products, do a lot of home cooked, home butter or home ghee and stuff like that, which will really help in, able to maintain your fat levels also. And don't increase the quantity of it because you want to gain weight or anything. Increase the quality of it, and that will really do wonders for you. But before all that, I would say get a blood test done to see and to understand what's happening in your body, not just the hemoglobin level.
The blood test which they suggested was the normal one to check the hemoglobin level. That's it.
I would say get everything: vitamin D, D for dog, B12, B for Bangalore, your lipid, your sugar levels, your thyroid. First thing, probably if you're losing a lot of weight, check your thyroid levels, and check your cholesterol levels, kidney profile, liver profile. There's a basic blood test. Any lab you go to, they have a basic thing that they do. Please get all of that done. I would say concentrate more on D, B12 and thyroid levels to understand what it is. Sometimes if your thyroid is extremely low also, you tend to lose a lot of weight. So watch that as well.
Fine. Thanks, Keertana.
No problem, Jaya.
Can you just, I know we are over the top with this time, but can you briefly explain the use of gels to our athletes who would be now starting to use these products?
So this gel, one gel will last you for about 45 minutes to an hour, depending on the intensity of your workout. Very, 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 very great for long duration endurance activities. Gives you the right amount of carbohydrates and the sugars that you require for an activity. Bhumika, do you have the one with caffeine also?
Yes, with added caffeine, it says.
Yeah, so there are two variants, one with caffeine, one without caffeine. So it's for different uses. Caffeine gives you that, that metabolism boost, so that extra boost that you require for agility and for speed, etc. But I would say before you incorporate this into on your race day or on your competition day, please try it on your practice sessions and to see how the body responds. One gel will last you for about 45 minutes to an hour, depending on the intensity that you're doing, the pace at your running or your biking, etc. I think like how somebody spoke to me about doing cycling for longer duration of time. This is what is going to help you. You can do easy a gel an hour with a gap of 2 hours. Probably every 2 hours you can do one gel, and that is really going to give you that boost, keep you at a constant pace. And this is extremely important to incorporate for long duration and endurance athletes.
So now if I also have the reload, which is the energy drink in one bottle, which is 500 ml, and then I also have a gel. So I will not take both at the same time, right? I will space it out.
No, Bhumika. So the reload that you're doing, the sugars that are extremely minimal. But this is the required amount of sugar to give you that extra boost when the body levels are completely gone down for the gels, right? So you can, and reload also, you're not gulping down the entire liter at once, right? You're taking small sips. But the gel, the entire thing goes at once. So you can take both at the same time, no problem at all.
So it's like half a cup of the energy drink, the reload?
Yes. A cup? Yeah, half a cup, a minimum of a maximum of half a cup, and one gel is perfectly okay to take it together.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Sandhya here.
Hi, Sandhya.
I would like to know the difference between BCAA and whey protein.
Ma'am, BCAA is branched chain amino acids. Whey protein, so they serve two different purposes. Whey protein is to retain your muscles post an activity, and BCAA is to give you that extra push, extra edge during the workout, to be able to, for example, during the sets, for you able to recover faster, to be able to do the next set immediately, or while you're running, to be able to continuously run and maintain a pace. BCAA comes into picture because it's a broken down. So protein is made up of amino acids. So this is branched chain amino acids. These are the small molecules that help you to keep the pace and keep you going for that activity. Protein is for the end of the activity. So they serve two different purposes. They are not the same. And the duration that you take it also is not the same. BCAA is either before the workout or during the workout, and whey protein is always post the workout.
Thank you, Keertana.
Most welcome, ma'am.
All right. Any more questions? There's one new message.
Thanks, Bhumika, for arranging this session. We got to know so many things. Seriously, sometimes, you think that you know everything, but these sessions will open up your eyes that, you don't know anything. So thank you so much. And thanks, Keertana, for sharing all the updates.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you all. And I'm looking forward to a long association with Fast&Up Diet Runners India. And thank you, Keertana. Thanks a lot.
Yes. Thank you, guys. I have a fun.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, audience.
Thank you very much, Keertana. Then touch upon the price range. Is it affordability?
Yes. It's extremely affordable, ma'am. It is. You can buy the single tubes. You can buy. It's extremely affordable. With your group's discount, you're going to get a constant discount every time you order. So it's extremely affordable.
Okay. Thank you.
Most welcome. Thank you. Thank you, Bhumika and Khushbu, for a lot of background support. Khushbu, thanks a lot. I'd really like to thank Khushbu for help.
Thanks a lot.
And thank you, Bhumika, for coordinating. Thank you, guys. Bye.
Bhumika. See you. Bye.
Bolo.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.